Hello, everybody. It is great to be here one more time today. And my name is Gary Fowler, and I am the CEO and founder of GSD Get You Done Venture Studios. We're a premier AI and quantum venture studio located in the heart of Silicon Valley, Palo Alto, California. I'm a 17-time serial entrepreneur. Been involved in a lot of different startups. I was the original management team at Click Software, which was sold to sales for $1.35 billion, and also that AI and AI HR tech company was acquired on May 4th of the year. God, it seems like a long ago. To Vizier in Canada. We believe that intellectual capacity is evenly spread around, but opportunities are not. Anyhow, I have a great guest today, and an amazing guest. So I'm going to bring in Geronimo. He's a chief executive officer at FIJO Technologies. He says, I love challenges. My passion is continue to be a disruptor in key industries and to build a strong, loyal, efficient, and lean team of innovators and implementers, ready and willing to take on new challenges. He's done this for a while. He started at Tandem the NASDAQ. And he was educated in the University of the Philippines, got his bachelor's degree. And from there, he's going to companies like Pitney Bowes, companies like Hewlett Packard. But we're going to talk about his journey today. So with that, I'm going to bring amazing Jerry on. Hi, Jerry. How are you doing?
Oh, hi, Gary. Yeah, thank you for having me in your show. I'm delighted and excited to participate and learn.
So I got a question for you. So you went to school in the Philippines. What made you, to go to the Philippines, to go to Connecticut, where it's freaking cold? You wake up one day and say, I need to I want to see snow and, that kind of thing. Santa Claus, what happened?
Well, yeah, so I was born in the Philippines and got educated in the Philippines. So I actually migrated to the U.S. Because of martial law. And my parents happened to be here already visiting, but because of martial law, my dad, who's a doctor, was decided to get a job here because he did his fellowship in Chicago, so he was able to get his be an immigrant and a U.S. citizen because he was also in the U.S. Army during World War II. So thanks to my dad, I'm here.
He's got all the creds, man. It's amazing to me. Jerry, why are so many amazing Filipino doctors and nurses? What is the deal? It's like amazing that you see. It's like, did they focus on medicine?
Well, in the Philippines, like in most third world countries, being a doctor, a medical doctor, is like it's very popular because it's the most I would say the most entrepreneurship career you can get. Plus, as doctors, you like my dad says, he gets to not only serve others, but he also gets to help those that really are needy, and especially those that need medical attention. Of course, the money is there. Being a nurse and a doctor in the Philippines is like I would say it's like you're being like a CEO if you're a doctor.
Wow, that's great. That's fantastic. That's the right place. If you're a CEO of a doctor, I'm not sure I want to move from the Philippines.
Well, the other thing too, Gary, is that American college, Philippine colleges are basically based on Western education system. It's either the British system or the American system.
Interesting. So you did that. You came out of the Philippines. Why did you go to NASDAQ though? You just decided, well, I want to get cold, or
well, actually, my first job, believe it or not, in the U.S. was I was in Indiana. I was actually working for Kimball Pianos. I was cutting boards.
Really?
Yes. And then my mom said, I think you better go back to New York with your brother and sister because you're developing calluses. And so anyway, I went to a technical school in New York to learn computer programming.
Now, wait a second. Why and how's it doing the pianos? Was interesting?
Yes, it was interesting. I got to learn how a piano is assembled from scratch.
And now, is it a hard process?
It is hard. Yeah, factory job is pretty hard. It's pretty much sweating bullets every day.
And the thing is, you do the same thing every day, right?
Yes, you do this. It's almost like you're in a factory line, pretty much. You're doing the same thing over and over.
Now, did you get sick of seeing those?
I love listening to pianos, piano music.
You like listening to them, not building them, huh?
However, I couldn't play the piano because my mother sent me to a piano class, but the piano teacher kept hitting me with a ruler on my hand.
That's not good. Good. Forget about that. I wouldn't want that piano teacher. You did NASDAQ, and then you went to Pitney Bowes, and you spent a few years there, like 9 years, 10 years, right?
Yes, actually, I started my career in Indiana, my IT career in Indiana, because reinsurance company hired me as a programmer, COBOL programmer in Indiana, and then from there, Pitney Bowes hired me and moved me to Connecticut, and then I served as a programmer analyst for many years and learned a few. I was on the prime computers, on the
Oh my God, I heard that name for a long time. Prime Computer.
yes.
That's an old. It seems like
Yeah, the only computer system I know of that is written in Fortran. The operating system is written in Fortran.
That's amazing. And then whatever happened to Prime and Tandem and those computers? They're not around anymore, are they?
Well, Prime is not around anymore, but Tandem is actually a part of HP now.
Ending. That would give you a good segue why you went into HP, right?
Right. Actually, I did. I went to HP because HP bought Compaq. Compaq bought Tandem.
Wow. So you've been around. Tell me a little bit about it. So you went from there, right? So you went to Hewlett Packard. So Hewlett Packard was because you were Compaq. So that was it. You spent almost 19 years at HP.
Yes. Because they counted my years at Tandem Computers.
Wow. So you must be a pension age employee then.
Yes. Yeah, I actually took an early retirement in 2005 when they offered the best retirement program ever at HP. And after I retired, I did consulting work. I signed up with an agency and did consulting work thereafter.
How was that? How did you like it? So you end up how old when you retired?
I was 50 when I retired.
How was it if we're at 50?
Oh man, it felt good.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. I set a goal earlier that I said I want to be retired at 50, do whatever I can, and Pitney Bowes made it happen for me. They said, "Here's the money on the table if you take the early retirement." So I took the money.
That's great. And then how did it work out? I'm curious. So what is HP? They one big buyout and they said, "Here's the money," and you go, or
basically, HP said depending on your number of years at HP, if you had 15 years of service and you're age 50, meaning if it adds up to 65, you can take the early retirement.
And so how does it work then? Do you get a pension when starting at 50 then?
Yeah, basically they gave us a lump sum.
Wow, that's great.
They gave us 14 months of pay, and then they also vested all the retirement plans, and basically said, "It's the package. If you want it, you have it." And I said, "Okay, I already been doing consulting work on the side anyway." So I found it a good segue for me to really. Yeah, it was a good segue for me to just go on my own. And of course, the first 6 months after retirement, my first goal was to do complete all my wife's to-do list.
Mm-hmm. And then, did you get bored?
I got bored. Yes, I got bored. So after about a year, I got bored. So I focused more on consulting. So I did consulting work for about 3 years, and then I decided to retire again. And then a friend invited me to a financial seminar with the World Financial Group. So I said, okay, this is a good change for me. I can learn about how to manage money, learn how to make money work for me instead of the other way around. Actually, Kawasaki was one of those, that book, Rich Man, Poor Man.
Yeah.
So I did the financial services for about 6 years until my colleagues uh, from Nasdaq and said, "Hey, we're thinking about disrupting an industry. Are you interested?" And so that's how I met Roy Barman and Amir, and we started Fijab.
Wow.
So
But you went through a lot. So you were with Onyx Systems for 6 years. Not, I mean, you were there for 6 years. You were
yeah,
in
yeah,
managing technology IT enterprises, right?
yeah. Onyx was pretty much my the consulting agency I linked with. But what I did actually was that I just used it as my platform with my consulting business because companies would not deal with me individually. So I signed up with actually Onyx is owned by my friend Narendra.
Wow, that's great. And so, how was it? By the way, what made you decide to move Connecticut to Silicon Valley?
Well, I was in Indiana for 2 years working for the reinsurance company, and I felt that I was getting uh, I was too constrained in what I wanted to learn and what I wanted to do.
Was you were in Indiana? How was Indiana, by the way, Jerry?
Let's say that again.
Was Indiana?
Oh, I love Indiana. The people there are so good. What was interesting about Indiana that I found out was that there's certain towns in Indiana where they speak German.
Really?
Yes.
Huh, interesting. Because of the migration, right, in 1812 and the turn of the century, they must have come. No, Germans like to basically they did it in Pennsylvania too. We called them. We had Pennsylvania Dutch. And
Yeah.
remember, my grandmother's parents came from Germany. My grandmother would speak
Oh,
German, and you would think it's normal in the area because a lot of people with the same words, right?
yeah. If you go to Dale, Indiana, Huntingburg, Jasper, you'll meet people that still speak German, and even their posterity speak German. The food is German.
Wow. You say das ist gut?
Yeah.
Well, and
No,
that's interesting. And so, what did you do? Did you speak Filipino back, or how did you just start to speak German with them, or what did you do?
no, unfortunately, I didn't get to learn German, but I spoke English. But it was interesting that when they're with families, they spoke German in the house.
Really?
Yeah.
Amazing. And did they have schnitzel and sauerkraut and all
Yep.
stuff? Pork chops, all that? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't like I didn't like the vinegar based food at one time, but I learned how to love it in Indiana.
So you did that. So you came over and you worked for the World Financial Group, and you worked there 9 years. You were an agent broker, right?
Yeah, I'm an agent broker. Yes.
And what did you learn?
Well, I learned, Gary, how how the rich people use life insurance for their uh, for let me say to dodge the tax man.
Yeah, they know how to do that.
Yeah, and also how to how to use cash value life insurance to help you and others. And it's actually a great from my point of view is that cash value life insurance like your own personal 401k,
Mhm.
like your own Roth program. Uh,
Yeah.
if you use it properly and you build it up, you fund it properly, you can actually use it as a tax-free retirement pension plan.
Oh my God, so that's amazing. You got some nuggets of opportunity besides all this tech stuff. And so tell us a little bit about so I know you talked your vision at Joe is really to allow ride-hailing taxis to be entrepreneurs, by giving them total control how they work, right?
Yes.
And the other thing is to give ride-hailing riders total control on how much the fare amount is and who can drive them, their friends, their family, etc. So, how do where that sounds like a great idea. So, how's it going?
It's going good. Actually, we have a pilot program going on in San Francisco Bay Area. We have over 500 drivers and riders, about 50-50. So we're getting we have what we call a frequent riders, and we have infrequent riders. So it's going well. The problem right now is that we don't have enough marketing exposure. So our exposure so far has been limited to like 3 banners in San Francisco area and 1 in Oakland and some social media. But what we really need right now is because we're self-funded, is marketing dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's going well. We've been learning and been optimizing the platform, and we're getting really good positive feedback from drivers and riders. And we also learned that there's many types of rideshare drivers. Like you either have a driver that's loyal to Uber, loyal to Lyft, loyal to DoorDash, or then you have the drivers that actually use all of those services. And the main complaint right now is that they're working so hard, double the time before the pandemic, or from 5 years ago. They're working putting about twice the amount of hours, but they're still making about half what they used to do to make.
That's I know I complain a lot. I know I took an Uber from San Jose to San Francisco, and the guy was, people complain they're not making enough money to feed families, and gas is too much.
Exactly, and as a matter of fact, some of the Uber drivers right now are switching to electric vehicles like Tesla. They're buying like used Teslas.
Yeah.
And the really great thing about this platform, Gary, is that it allows the driver to make 100% of the fare, to receive 100% of it, and we also instead of getting like only 50 or 60% from Uber and Lyft. And the other advantage for a platform is that we're going to have like a guaranteed ride, so that with a guaranteed pickup, you're not going to miss your flight.
How do you do that? How do you do a guaranteed ride?
So with guaranteed ride, we actually have a patent pending on this. So we have a standby driver ready to pick up somebody.
Really, that's great.
Yes. So we're building that. So it's a patent pending. So what we're doing is that guaranteed ride, although we are a subscription-based platform, for guaranteed rides, we're going to charge an extra fee for it, so that the driver, the primary driver and the backup driver will can both split the extra fee.
Oh, that's great. That's business, Jerry.
Pardon?
How's business?
Business is kind of, it's good actually. We are kind of what you call plateaued because of we don't have enough marketing. But from what we're hearing from the drivers and riders is that we just need to be visible out there. I think we learned that recruiting drivers is actually the easy part. It's recruiting riders is the more challenging part.
Well, how do you do that? I mean, how do you find the right kind of riders? I mean, obviously Uber and Lyft riders would be great targets, but how do you get to those people? You offer them special deals, get them on board. Deal you can have first 5 rides free. Just try it out.
Yeah, actually, right now, what we're doing is that we waive the subscription fee. All fees are waived while we're doing the pilot program, because we're adding that to our cost of acquisition.
Wow.
We definitely need to once we are funded, we definitely need to do a promotion so that we offer incentives to the drivers and the riders.
That's fantastic. Yeah,
I Yeah, I think the drivers right now are very happy with getting 100% of the fare, because not only that, with Fijo, you have an option of making you have different cash payments. You can do cash payment, you can do Venmo, you can do PayPal, or you can do credit card.
Yeah.
So with Uber and Lyft, the only time you can pay cash is with the tip.
Mhm.
And even with that, you need to create a cash account with Uber and Lyft.
Interesting. Interesting. So, how do your prices compare to Uber and Lyft, though? Because how do you use them to make sure that your prices are in line with Uber and Lyft?
So we have we're pretty close to what Uber and Lyft prices, but the difference between Uber and Lyft and Fijo is that with Fijo, you, the rider, can actually override the recommended or suggested price.
Oh, that's great. And so you can give them whatever.
Yeah, let's say you're going to the airport, and the suggested price, let's say, is $50, and you only have $40 in your pocket. So make an offer of $40.
What happens if they don't accept that?
If they don't accept it, then you also have an option to increase that fare.
That's interesting. It's kind of like eBay, right?
Yeah, it's like almost like an eBay. Yes. So you say, let's say you want a ride for tomorrow, or like an hour from now, and if nobody accepts an offer from a Fiji driver in about half an hour, that's kind of telling you that that offer is probably too low, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you can click a button on the fare saying, I want to add to that fare.
Oh my God, that's great.
So
Which
that's actually our solution to the Uber surge pricing.
Yeah, that's great. And how's business right now? Do you have any sales yet, or are you still pilot mode?
No, we're still not making money. We're not making money yet because there's some legal issues that also making us not to make money yet. Because once we are classified as a transportation network company by the state of California, and then we're gonna have to incur fees, and also may have to buy liability insurance.
Yeah. That's going to cost some money. So where are you going to go? Just going to stay in California, take this global?
Well, we want to make California as our proof point, our model, and so we actually have, speaking global, we actually have people in Costa Rica, Colombia, and India that are interested in licensing the platform.
Wow, that's great.
So what we're looking at actually is, I think, is to secure like a letter of intent from them. And then we're focusing on those that are actually English speaking, so that we don't have to make massive changes to the app for now. So we're looking about licensing it with royalties.
That's great.
Yeah. And in the US, we plan to launch this in San Francisco first, and then LA. And then once we have California covered, we want to go to New York and the major cities. And we want to go national once we get a better traction.
It sounds like you're moving in the right direction.
Yeah, thank you.
That's
It's
great.
I think right now, I think the other thing too, Gary, is that we have 15 advisors on the team, and 3 of them actually used to be a general manager for Lyft, and a manager for Uber, and actually the ex-CEO of InDriver.
Wow.
Now, InDriver is like 50 million users outside the US.
Wow, that's great. Well, it sounds like you got the right people. Listen, we're coming up to the top of the show, so closing thoughts and how do people get a hold of you? So tell us a little bit about what you're looking for. Talk about where you're going to go, and how do people get a hold of you?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so you can get hold of me. I am on LinkedIn. I'm on the website too, fijotech.com. So what I'm looking for is to really to raise $4 million to launch it, officially launch it in San Francisco. Mm-hmm. So we're looking at 4 million because about 500,000 we're gonna need. We believe we're gonna need that for like governmental fees and insurance. And the 1 million we're looking at marketing, maybe 1.2, and then we probably need to do implement our patents on the platform.
That's great. So it sounds like moving in the right direction. You're doing a great job, Jerry. And you look at it. You give the drivers freedom to be able to get the right kind of fare, so they give your family, and you also give the flexibility to the passenger, which is incredible. And what's the best way to get a hold of you? LinkedIn, Facebook.
LinkedIn, Facebook, on the website. It's speechotech.com. Call me. My number. You can email me. You can call me. My number is 510-468-5752. And I'm ready and available anytime. Like I said, I think Gary, the other thing that I was talking with Walt about is that this platform is actually more like a franchise driver platform, where drivers can act.
I think it's great. I love it. You put the power in the driver's hands. It's not a deal. They have to really rely on Uber or Lyft. You give them the power to be able to do what they want. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. We believe that one of the major reasons that Uber and Lyft are having so many legal problems right now is because they're controlling the driver too much, as well as the rider too much.
well, the drivers aren't making enough money. You said they cut it in half. I mean, you're giving them the opportunity to be free.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
now it's great. Well, I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to join my show today. And I want to thank all my audience for joining GSD Presents Silicon Valley AI and Tech. And my name is Gary Fowler, and I'm your host. Stay tuned for another exciting edition this Thursday. Stay happy, stay safe. Most importantly, stay healthy. God bless, and I'll see you all soon. I'll see you soon. And that's not double talk. Talk to you later. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, everybody. Bye.